To begin here at the Smoothie King Center, once you got to look at the film from Toronto, what are you tweaking? What are you expecting out of your squad tonight?
Oh, we have to do a better job of executing down the stretch, I think. I thought we did a good job of putting ourselves in a position. But, a couple of rebounds we let get away. A couple of defensive execution we didn't do. But, I thought we had a good start, as I said. I thought we played ourselves in a position to win the game. And then we just got to finish it. So, obviously, just the execution has to be a little better, and just the finishing the game, offensively and defensively, we'll have to improve in those areas right there. But that's not anything that I didn't expect. We've basically been together for a couple of weeks, and the starting team, when they walked out there, that was the first time really that they played together in the preseason. So, we've got a lot of work to do in a lot of areas, but it's been a couple of weeks, so we're a long way from panicking, I think, in anything that can't be fixed. Yeah.
You played so deep into your bench after previous seasons where you were struggling and cobbling to have players. Is that a nice luxury, and is this one of the deepest benches you have?
It is a nice luxury. Eventually, and we talk about it all the time, and we've talked about it the whole preseason of a situation where eventually we're going to have to make decisions because you can't play 10, 12 guys, not on a consistent basis. So at some stage we'll have to cut down the rotation, and there's going to be some pretty good players that's not going to play every night. But, I think that's what we have to do to develop some consistency and to have guys feel like they're getting a rhythm. Eventually that's where we'll have to go.
Coach, as far as Dallas goes, we know what kind of a player Doncic is. What does Porzingis bring to the table, and how difficult will it be to defend them with both of them on the floor?
Well, he's a great player. I mean, you start looking around, and other than the Taco Falls of the world, he's as tall as anybody in the league, and he's a very skilled guy also, from the standpoint of being able to step out and make three-pointers and post up and shoot over the top of you. He's also defensively very good at blocking shots. He stays on his feet. Very seldom do you ever get him off his feet. So it'll be a great task for us. But once again, when we're talking defensively, we're talking about defending as a team. So it's got to be good team defense, not necessarily one guy that's trying to guard him.
Are you seeing anything different for Doncic on film this year?
Yeah, he's gotten better, which is not a good thing for the NBA, but a great thing for Dallas. Now he's a terrific player. I think he's a very skilled guy, got great size, shoot the ball extremely well, able to create shots for other people. Once again, you forget that he's not legally able to drink yet. I think he hadn't reached 21 yet. So. He's just a terrific player. But I think the thing you got to also realize is that this is nothing new to him. He's been playing against men since he was 15 years old. So the intimidation factor is not there at all. I mean, he's going to go out and play, and he can do a ton of things. Like I said, shoots the ball with range, can take the ball to the basket, very good at finishing around the basket, and very good at creating plays for other people.
Coach, could you speak about Josh Hart's versatility last game?
I think he's one of those guys that, you probably won't get this, but he's just a typical Villanova player, really. They play extremely hard. They have, versatility that they could be, multiple players at multiple positions. They play extremely hard, and he did a good job also of rebounding the basketball.
Freedom you have to make lineups at the end of games and make these choices. Are you mostly going with hot hand, or are you mostly going with matchup? How do you sort of figure out how you're
obviously if a guy's playing well, I think that's the top priority. You don't want to pull a guy that's playing extremely well. You got to look at the veteran guys that are used to doing it, and sometimes they struggle over the course of the game, but down the stretch, you can count on them. So I think that's part of the decision also. And then just the group that you have out there. Sometimes there's a chemistry with a group of guys that particular night, and I think if that's the case, you got to try to go with that also.
How much do you need maturity from the team? Like a guy like Derek Favor's been in the league for 10 years but doesn't close out a game in the fourth quarter. How much maturity does that require to not be upset about that, to understand that the next game?
I think that's going to be key for our team this year, that there's going to be a lot of situations where guys feel like, I should have been out there, or I wish I would have finished the game, and those situations right there. And it's going to be different for our team. It's not going to be like we've got this five that's going to finish every night. So, and I've talked about that repeatedly, that it's going to define our team really. Can we accept the fact that this night I wasn't in as a closer, but the next night I may be, and I think that's going to be key.
Thanks, Alvin.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Coach.